there. Welcome to another session of Jam Toast with me, Vidya Prakash, on the Home Screen Network. So today I have someone very, very special with me. He is an insane vocalist. So his band's out there looking for him. Yeah. So he's left them in the lurch to come here, have an informal, fun chat with us. He's going to talk about a whole lot of stuff and do some fun stuff for us as well. So bringing rock and metal on board, we have Nikhil Ponanna.
Hey.
Hey Nikhil, welcome to the show. Thank you. You are officially a jam toastist.
What's a jam toastist?
So jam toast is what the show is all about.
Okay.
We jam, so toast is the chat that we have. Okay. And we also have some jam.
Some jam, okay.
Which I'm gonna.
So I'm a jam toastist.
You are officially a jam toastist. Okay. It's a religion of indie musicians.
Yeah.
Being a vocalist and a fellow vocalist here, right. I think we should have a vocal warm up.
Let's do that. Yeah. I'll follow you.
Okay, no, you're not going to follow me. It's going to be like a vocal warm up face off.
Face off, okay, let's do the face off.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do the wackiest vocal warm-ups ever. We don't have to do the entire scale, maybe just a little bit to throw people off their seats. So you can, should I start?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just to tell the people out there that, your vocal warm-ups can sound really horrible. If you're in a cab going to your gig, it's okay to make those stupid faces because you're going to have a killer gig at the end of it. Alright, so I'll start. We'll start with lip trills. Okay.
I know that one. I've seen a lot of girls, singers especially, do that. Yeah.
You don't do that?
I don't do that.
Okay, your turn.
I never do vocal warm-ups. I don't know. I mean, it's maybe I'm not trained professionally, whatever. But I've tried once in a while. I think this one is pretty funny, so I'll try this. Nay, 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 nay. You heard that?
I've heard that. I like that too.
Actually, I saw a friend of mine. We were going to a gig in a matador, like a car.
Right.
A couple of people, and he was behind and pretty tired and quiet, and he starts doing nay, 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 and we all burst out laughing. That's the first time I heard that, so I thought I should do that. So there you go, vocal warm-up, nay, nay, nay.
From the same series, I'll take it up. This one's kind of eerie sounding. It goes like this. Alright.
That sounds like some lady from Mandya yelling at her son. Anyway, okay.
Really?
I'm gonna do one, right?
Yeah,
This is fun.
Go for it. Wow, that actually sounded so good. It was almost like one of those old songs. Very nice.
I guess, yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say that's funny. That's a good one.
Well, I try to make it
You're
funny.
losing points.
I'm losing points on that. Okay.
So, Freddie Mercury has been an early influence from what I can hear.
Well, most vocalists, I think, really admire Freddie for his singing, for sure, and also for the way he was on stage, right? And also, most of the Queen songs were very popular in India, especially in South India, because I remember growing up, I got Night at the Opera, the CD, cassette. We used to buy it from these places, and if one guy buys the cassette, then it makes the rounds in your friend circle, right? So it was definitely a very popular style of music and style of singing, and of course, "We Will Rock You" was a song that was popular all over India.
Yeah.
So
did you do the desk tapping thing?
For sure, all of us did that. So Freddie, yes, of course, Freddie is a very, very integral part of, I would say, whatever little singing that I do. I really love his singing, and it's unfortunate that people of our age never got to see him live, because before we knew who he was gone. So, yeah, for sure, Freddie was definitely an influence for us, for me, yeah.
Things changed as you grew up, right? You started getting, leaning more towards rock.
Right.
So what were your influences then?
It's crazy, right? When I was in school, there was this guy called Mark. He was our neighbor in Mysore, and he used to be a very good drummer. And he had a band called Z-Axis, and they would jam in the garage. And there were times when I'd cross that road, and I would listen to this music,
Right.
and I really liked it. And we were in school, and we didn't have any exposure to any sort of new music, you know.
Right.
It was what our dads played at home. And then one of my friends actually, I think in 1998, gave me a cassette of Led Zeppelin 2 because he bought it from a library for $20. Because, you know, remember there were libraries back in the day where you could rent cassettes.
Yeah.
So he bought it from the library and they gave me. And the first rock track I listened to was Whole Lotta Love.
Oh.
That is the first track, and I was just blown away. I said, what the hell is this? You know, I mean, what kind of music is this? And I could not stop listening to that. I think I've listened to that song or that whole album at least 1,000 times. I still have it at home, you know. So I think that's where it started. I really started liking rock. But in the 90s in Mysore, we didn't have a lot of exposure, I would say, to music per se. There was a lot of classical stuff happening, but rock wasn't a big thing then. So we used to go to these cassette shops and see a cassette that looked funny or which had a guitar on it, and you know, and buy. And so I was exposed to Cream, Yardbirds.
So album art, you completely relied on album art.
Yeah, I mean, because we didn't know music, right? I mean, so like I discovered Queen and Yardbirds like that because those Disraeli Gears, one of their albums, the cover was super. So I thought I'll buy it. And I bought it and I really liked it.
Wow.
And years later, I figured out that they were actually a very big band in their time.
Probably it's just the good ones that made it here at that time. Could that be a possibility?
I guess, yeah. I mean, yeah. Maybe the good ones like Purple and Zeppelin and all the popular ones made it here. Somehow I wasn't exposed to Metallica at all. And later on when I listened to Metallica, and I simply wouldn't understand what the fuss really was. You know, and now I really want to be a Metallica fan, but it just doesn't do it for me. Because I didn't listen to it at that time, you know. Because nobody did in Mysore. We didn't have that exposure. We just listened to what we got.
Right, so you don't like their earlier albums as well?
I like it now, but I like other stuff better. I'm not like, I know people who like swear by Metallica. I don't know. It's just...
So Death Magnetic and those albums?
No, none of it. I'm just saying, you know, yeah. I like Master of Puppets. I think Justice for All is a good album. They're nice, but I lean more towards maybe Megadeth or Slayer or I don't know. I think they're a little more.
So did you go for the concert?
I did.
And how was it? What did you like?
It was brutal. I think Slayer concert was I think one of the heaviest concerts in Bangalore.
How many bands did it take you to figure that this is the right band? Or was it your first band and that did it for you? Maybe
the first band is always like your favorite band, right? Yeah. I mean, I formed a band in 1999 with a couple of college friends. It was called Ice 9. It was actually based out of a book. It's about... Anyway, that's a different story. So this band was like... It was fun with them, but they were not serious, so I disbanded. But I met the teacher of the drummer of that band, who was Mark, this guy. Okay. And he liked that I sang well. And we formed a band. We reformed Z-Axis, the first band that I listened to in the garage. So we reformed that band, and I became the singer of that band. And I think that band is the most fun that I've had playing with.
So nice.
You know, although we didn't play a lot of gigs. Yeah, I think we had a lot of fun in college. In college, and they were all older than me. They were all in their mid-30s when I was 19, 20. Wow. So I got a lot of perspective from those boys, you know, about small things and big things and what not to do because they had all like screwed up their lives, you know, most of them. So I got a lot of perspective. It was awesome. It was really good. I mean, they're still very close, very dear friends of mine. So yeah.
So did you have you have a distinct vocal style, but then did it take you time and trials to figure your vocal
definitely.
style?
I think in India, especially when you're singing heavy music or rock music, right? Because we have an Indian accent of speaking, and then suddenly when you're singing, you have an American accent. So it definitely takes a lot of time to figure things out because you and I are not David Bowie. David Bowie sang in a British accent. He sang the way he spoke. Correct. Very few people do that, right? I mean, if you look at Robert Plant, he sounds like a British guy, but he sings like an American, right? I mean, that's Freddie Mercury sang like the way he spoke. That's why he was so distinct. Yeah. So because Indians, we are like, you know, like every girl wants to sound like Alanis Morissette and every guy wants to sound like, I don't know, like the new kids want to sound like Chester Bennington, you know, God rest his soul, or anybody else. So it takes time, unfortunately, because it's not second nature to us, you know. I think it does. So it took a little time for me. it took a little changes, you know, and then my job helped me, you know. My second job was, I was a voice and accent trainer. So I did a lot of work with sounds.
Wow.
So when I did a lot of work with sounds, vowels and consonants and all that, when I listened to songs, I figured out that a lot of songs had a lot of importance given to these kind of sounds.
Right.
Like some high notes when you elongate it. Like, you know, for example, the star, like highway star.
Can you just sing
Like, for
something?
example, I'm a highway star. That's how we sing it.
Yeah.
But then a British guy will sing, I'm a highway star. You know, because it's R and it's R, you know, for us. So we never learned all these things because nobody taught us. But when I was a voice coach, I figured these things out. I think it helped me a little bit, I guess, yeah.
And voice texture. Like, you have different styles.
Right.
Like, say, when, can you sing like Ronnie, some line of Dio?
Well, I don't know, right? I mean, I'd want to sing like these people, but I don't know if I'll do justice to it. Right. Let's see. I don't know. I'll try Holy Diver because it's a popular
my
song.
favorite.
Yeah, all of them like it, right?
Everyone.
Okay, let's go. Holy Diver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, what's becoming of me? Like a tiger, you can see his stripes, but you know it's me. Some I can never be seen. Gotta get away, a holy diver. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something like that, yeah.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Absolutely love that. Jump.
Jump. I know. But yeah, you can't sing like him. It's just impossible.
Oh,
I guess
no, that was
such a
brilliant.
genius. Yeah.
So, you know, but as a fan, you know, when I hear that, I know, yeah, that does sound like Ronnie James Dio.
Mm-hmm.
Dio.
Yeah.
So, now if you have to sing a priest, it also sounds quite similar, right?
Yeah.
Right?
That's the deal, right? That's the problem. We ape the singers. We don't get influenced by them.
Right, you don't.
Yeah.
But in your case, I think you've been able to do everything really well, and you have a very distinct voice texture. Though you know that is Ronnie James Dio song, but then you also know that that's Nikhil's voice. You know, you hear that.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Purple,
I guess. Yeah.
Could you sing us something from Purple?
What do you want to sing? I mean, I don't know.
Anything.
Okay, I think I will do Smoke on the Water. Let's just do the popular ones. Okay. We all came out to Montreux on a Lake Geneva shoreline to make records with a mobile. We didn't have much time. Frank Zappa and the Mothers were at the best place around. But some stood with the flag on, bow the place to the ground. Smoke on the water, the fire in the sky.
Amazing. That is brilliant.
Thank you.
You know, with bands, it's inevitable. There has to be something hilarious that happens.
Right.
So I want to hear about something that's happened with you.
Oh my God, so many stuff. I think one of the funniest things that happened was we were playing a show in Purple Haze, Mysore, and we were playing a cover show because there were a lot of people, youngsters, who wanted a show. So we just got together and we were playing a cover show. Our drummer was pretty drunk when he came for the gig. He was already a little drunk, so we had to like control him and like say, "Come on, dude, take it easy." And then we played, and it was sounding all right, and he was going a little slow and stuff. We were playing a song, and suddenly we couldn't hear the drums. Okay, but we were all in front, so we couldn't hear the drums. We turn and we see that the drummer has passed out on the snare drum. He slept off. And then we had to like call the show off and basically so that's happened.
And what did the crowd do?
The crowd were like crazy. They were it was in between the show and they were
How
all.
big was the crowd?
It was at least 200 people.
Wow.
See, in Mysore, if one gig happens, the whole town turns up because there's no gigs. There are no gigs in Mysore. Right. Unlike Bangalore, So everybody turns up and there's expectations. Like people won't walk out and they were like rowdy and stuff. So anyway, he was okay after a while when he came back. and we somehow managed the show. So that's
Oh,
happened.
did you go on after that?
Yeah, we had to, because the crowd was like.
Passed out while playing a song.
He actually passed out. He was lying down on the snare drum, like like how you keep a pillow and you lie down like that. He was lying down on the snare drum. It was pretty
I wish
hilarious.
someone had a picture of that.
I think we have a full clip of that.
Oh my
There was
goodness.
a guy like recording on his phone or something.
Okay.
And this is 2008, so we had those really bad quality camera phones. So I don't think it's really good, the quality, but we have
great.
this guy sleeping on the.
That would have been hilarious.
I mean, we've had some funny moments. We went to play a private gig in Purvankara, near Marthalli. That the inside they have like a nice amphitheater there inside, and the person clearly said that these people like classic rock, so you play classic rock. So we made a classic rock set list. We land up there and we realize that they're all a bunch of Bollywood fans, and nobody knows a word of rock, not a single song, and they were all gaping at us. We took a break. We all knew around 18 to 19 songs, Hindi songs, and we just like winged it. And it was good fun.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we just
not
winged
bad
it.
at
We
all.
sang some rock on songs because rock on was popular then. We sang some old songs that we used to jam, and then the guitarist knew chords for a couple of songs, so we just did acoustic. We somehow winged it. That was funny. We kept laughing throughout on the stage when we were doing it because this
I
was
can imagine.
was not what we had prepared for. We've had some funny times, yeah.
What was the funniest song someone's requested for while you guys were playing? Because you get that a lot, right?
Right, absolutely. This is crazy, right? This was in, Take 5 in Indranagar.
Yes.
So we were in Take 5. Take 5 is known to be like I would say like a proper jazz rock kind of a pub, all of them play with such kind of music. We were playing music and spirits were high. It was like towards the late end. And a chubby guy comes to me and says, "Hi, are you the singer?" I said, obviously I was right here. And he goes, "Can you sing one Atif Aslam song?" And my band was furious. I said, he wants an Atif Aslam song. So I said, "I don't know an Atif Aslam song." Then he goes, "Can you sing Papa Kehta Hai?" I was ready. And I looked at Viraj, the owner. Viraj said no. So we had to disappoint the guy. But then what was funny was when we finished the gig, we walked out and he was outside near the smoking area. And he looked at me very sadly. So my guitarist was a nice guy. He whipped out his guitar and we sang Papa Kehte Hai right outside the smoking area, So he was very happy, very happy. So yeah, we've done that, yeah. It's okay. Music is music. There's no language for it.
Absolutely, absolutely. How about originals? Like when now it's time to put out more originals there, but then you see so many cover bands and then tribute. I'm not saying tribute bands is a bad thing.
Right.
It's a great thing, but then can a band survive if it's only tribute?
I don't know. Again, I cannot speak for everybody, but from the little experience that I've had in the music scene in Bangalore, and because we live in Indranagar and Koramangala where all the music is, if you are a covers band, you get more gigs, unfortunately. You get to make more money, but you will remain a covers band, and if you're a covers band for 8-10 years, it's very difficult to write your own music because you're so used to playing others' music that you've kind of lost your identity, number one. Second, I feel, yes, a lot of them are writing their own music, but I also see a lack of honesty in their music because they're trying to ape the style or the characters that are there in music abroad. I'll give you an example. I heard a band recently that was singing, they had a song called, I don't know, Maggie or Angie or something. I'm like, boss, you're Indian. Which Maggie are you dating? There's no Maggie in India, You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to ape. There's another band that I saw that spoke about how he was driving a pink Cadillac in the song. There was a song, like a slow song, and it says, "When I was driving my pink Cadillac." In which era are you driving the pink Cadillac, boss? That's the biggest lie. There you go. Your song goes down the drain. So that there is a lack of, I feel, honesty. Let me tell you some bands that I think are extremely honest in the Bangalore scene.
In terms of originals.
Originals, right? I think Rainburn is a very honest band. They write very honest music. I really like their music. There was a band called Mother Jane.
Oh yes.
Right? They're from Kerala. Right? Kerala has produced some fantastic bands. Mother Jane, I think, is my favorite Indian band. And if you look at their second album, Maktub, every song is a piece of original, true, honest music, right? And that's fantastic. There's another band called Avial, of course. They're also great. In Bangalore, I really appreciate Cryptos for what they've done to the scene. You know, they've been very, very like pro the scene. They've not wavered away from metal. And they've been true to their scene. I think they're fantastic.
And more than a decade, and they've kept it so tight.
Almost 20 years next year.
Oh,
yeah.
What a man.
And they're just 35 years old. I mean, they've been around in the scene for 20 years. They started when they were teenagers, and they're still there. Touring the world, right?
Touring the world right now, they're still...
they're in Germany right now, in Europe.
Right now.
And they're playing huge venues. And that's fantastic.
Wacken.
They played Wacken.
Every metalhead's dream.
Right, they played Wacken, for sure. They got the 2:20 AM slot.
Man.
That's like the prime slot, right?
Wow.
That's awesome. Them new bands, Inner Sanctum is fantastic. Their music is so raw and so real and so like Indian, you know. You can connect to their music. It's so good. Even Lucid Dreams, you know, from where they came and where they are today, for sure.
You might want to flash it.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
It's such a brilliant band. Lucid Dreams, Threnody. These are all like really like true to their music kind of bands. You know, they never aped anybody or their riffs. Everything was so good. I think that's kind of lacking, I think, in some bands that I see who are writing their own music. But I mean, who am I to say, right? I mean, I'm sure other people find the same issues in our music.
You were going to teach us your original song.
Yes, let's do that.
What's the song called?
Oh, great. So this song is called Dream. This was written along with my buddies from TBD, my current band that I'm playing with. The song.
Why TBD?
It's funny, right? When I met them, we were yet to decide a name, so we said, okay, to be decided. So we had a gig the minute we got together, right? So we didn't know what name to give the band. So he said, okay, TBD, macha, we'll wait. And so we said, okay, TBD, to be decided. And then we just couldn't change the name. We had some options. It was pretty bad. It was very cheesy and whatever.
Do you want to tell us those options? Just for kicks.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
I don't know. One guy said Red Dragon. I said, no, dude, not Red Dragon. It's not a Chinese restaurant here. Red Dragon. So
Game of Thrones fans.
I don't know. This was before Game of Thrones. Before, I think GOT was popular in India. This was, I think, 4 years ago. Okay. I don't think 4 years ago it was very big. I had not heard of GOT. So he said Red Dragon. I said, no way. Then one guy said, okay, let's keep it TBD, but we'll call it The Blue Dragon. I'm like, why dragons, dude? Why do you want dragons? The Blue Dragon. I said, no, The Blue Dragon. So the dragon fixation. And Srikanth, the drummer, said, listen, guys.
Was it the same guy suggesting dragons all the time?
No. Oh, yeah, same guy.
Same guy.
I think he had a thing for dragons.
Sure.
He's also the guy who writes our music, so we couldn't say much to him. We had to
the choir conductor.
The choir conductor, yeah. So he said dragon, yeah.
So you had to respectfully note it down.
Yes, like Sudhakar, no, but it's nice,
like
but
we
no.
love dragons,
but
we
not so much.
Breathe fire at this point.
Right. So we stuck to TBD.
Okay.
Yeah. So we wrote this song called Dream. We wrote 5 songs, and it was all kind of interconnected. You know, it was about how life is happy, and then it can sometimes get unhappy, and then you come out of it, and then you make it happy, and how the whole thing is full circle. So every song was actually representative of one segment of your life, and you know how happiness can be, whatever.
So everyone's gonna learn the song.
I guess, yeah. They will.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do the chorus.
We'll do the chorus, yeah.
Right. Dreaming, I'm dreaming.
Dreaming, I'm dreaming.
It's a new beginning.
It's a new beginning.
Finding the freedom of the joy that's never ending.
Finding the freedom of a joy that's never ending.
Wow.
I don't know if I got that.
Yeah, that's the chorus.
That was fun. That was really nice. I
Sounds
have a quick exercise for
Okay,
you,
let's do that, yeah.
So this one is a fun one. You're gonna tell me. I'm gonna just throw out some band names at you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Speaking of band names. And you're going to tell me which one is real and which one is unreal.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so you'll just say real and unreal.
Okay.
So if you think that's a made up name, and I'll tell you if it is.
Okay.
Or if it's not.
Okay.
So there'll be like, some wacky names, but you're going to tell me if it's real or unreal.
Cool.
If I made it up or if it's actually there.
Cool.
Alright. Mott the Hoople.
Real.
Okay, you know this band.
They used to open for Queen. The Queen opened for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Cracked support.
No.
You're right. Toad the wet sprocket.
Of course, real.
Okay. Grunting all me.
I think no. But,
Unreal, you're right. Contribution time.
I don't know. Not real.
You're right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chips Nuff.
Chips.
Snuff.
Chips is enough. I think it's a real band.
Yeah, you're right. Damn. Okay. Oh no, it's not. I'm sorry, my bad.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
It's Enough Snuff.
Enough's enough. Okay.
That's a real band.
Chips enough. Okay.
All the Chips Nuff formed Enough Snuff.
Oh, okay. Chips enough is a nice name for a band.
It is, right?
It's a fun name for a band.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Alright. Rhyme slam.
No.
You're right. Chumbawamba.
Of course.
Okay. Tea biscuit.
Tea biscuit. Yes, it's a band.
No.
It's not? Okay, I got it wrong.
Mr.
Mr. It's a band.
Yeah, it is. The.
It's too funny. It's a band.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Man, you're good at this.
Yeah.
Okay. Montreal Maggots.
Montreal Maggots. I think they were a super group, were they? I don't know. No,
They're
they're not.
not.
They're not.
Got you
No.
on that one.
No. Oh no, they're the Boomtown Rats. Okay, they're different. Okay. Yeah.
Muddle of Pud.
Isn't it Pud of Muddle? Okay, it's not a band. Isn't that they have a song, right?
Puddle of Mud.
Puddle of Mud, yeah. Muddle of Pud, okay.
Okay, Tomato Thief.
Tomato Thief. Yes, it's a band.
No, it's not.
It's
Pineapple
not?
Thief.
Oh, Pineapple Thief, okay. There's a Pineapple Express in Bangalore.
Hot Earth.
No.
It's Iced Earth. Right?
It's Iced Earth.
Did you watch them live?
I didn't.
What a fabulous band.
In Bangalore, right?
Yes.
I didn't.
So there was this moment when they asked, which song are we going to do next? And you know the thing about most people not knowing, like especially when a girl goes to a concert, they usually think that, she doesn't know most of the songs.
Right.
So they're like, which song are we doing next? And I really love these guys. So I was the only girl and there were all boys around me. And then they said, which song are we doing next? I'm like, Anthem! Okay?
Yeah.
And they were like, Anthem! And everyone turns around. There's almost a circle around me going like, oh my god.
She knows.
She's a threat to the universe.
Let's keep her away. Yeah, let's keep her subdued.
Yeah.
I didn't watch them. Was it Bangalore Open
It's
Air?
beautiful, yeah. It's the same, Bangalore Open Air. The same time that Leprous and Animals as Leaders and I Sing played.
Yes.
Leprous.
Leprous.
What do you think of the band?
I like them. They're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you into prog?
I like prog metal, but I'm not a lot into it. I listen to them, but I don't follow them. I like Opeth. I like some bands of that, but yeah.
Okay, to wrap the session up,
Are we?
I have just one last little game.
Okay.
It's not a game, but you'll give me 3 memories.
Okay.
One of which is false.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to guess which one is false.
Oh, great. Okay.
Okay.
From my life, right?
From your life.
Anything.
Anything.
Okay.
3 memories, and one of them would be false.
Great. So my friend and I, we were on my dad's Bajaj Chetak in '97, and no license, obviously. And at a distance, we saw the police checking in Mysore, the regular police checking. So we turned the scooter around, but unfortunately, police people are smart. There's one guy waiting behind. So we were stuck in between 2 police people. But we somehow managed to swerve and miss the guy. And while missing, he had a whistle with the, with the thread on it, the twine, whatever.
Right.
So he swung the twine, and it hit my friend's neck, and it made a gash. And he still has the, the mark. He's still a good friend of mine, but he still has that mark.
This is real.
It's real.
Okay.
Okay, I'll tell you another one.
Narrow escape though.
Yeah.
But still, that's terrible.
Tell you another one. We were doing the Sandakpur trek in 2000, the year 2000, and walking in a village called Manebanjang. That is the second highest living point in India. First is Sandakpur, and we got lost. 6 boys, age 15, 16 years, got lost, and we lost the rest of the crowd, the older people. And my friend Dayan, he's from Coorg. I'm also from Coorg. He's very smart, so he saw some cow dung, and he figured there's a village somewhere, because why will a cow be there, right, in the jungle? So we followed the cow dung, and we went to a village, and fortunately the group came to that village, and they were all like scared, and they didn't know what to do because they couldn't find us. But yeah, we were there.
Wow. Followed cow dung into a village. True?
False. We did go to Sandakpur, we did go to that place, but we didn't get lost.
Cow dung.
Right.
Since we've come to the end, this is what I'm going to bribe you with.
Giant toast.
So this is our segment called Catchy. So being an indie artist, you know, you can create. You are going to put music out there, and here we're going to do something original, and it's going to be a very short, catchy number for people out there, because they're going to be humming this.
Okay.
It could be anything random. Write on something and just sing it out. You could repeat it, so it's catchy.
Okay, I was thinking about the camera.
Yeah.
And how the camera is also thankful to the tripod.
Wow, okay. That's a different one.
Okay.
Tripod, thanks for holding my hand. Thanks for letting me stay still as I shoot the world. Oh, tripod, you take my load so well. I don't know what to tell, I don't know what I'd be without you today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
For coming on Jam Toast
Thank
and
you.
being a Jam Toastist. And
Officially the Jam Toasters.
yes, thank you so much. It was a very insightful session with you.
Thank you.
So got to learn so much.
So much fun sharing and learning about things with you. Thank
And
you.
hearing your amazing voice with that
Thank you.
sick range. Absolutely killer.
Thanks.
So thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Thanks. So we'll meet soon again on Jam Toast with me, Vidya, on Home Screen Network. Keep watching.